Welcome brand new Into the Tropic channel. I named this very first series as Northeastern Forest Exploration. Now we start our exploration of the breathtaking northeastern forests of Sri Lanka. The northeastern regions of Sri Lanka, which were isolated from human settlements for 30 years due to the war, contain many forests that still receive very little human contact. We still don't have precise information about the elephants, leopards and sloth bears living within these forests. Because of this, both local and foreign tourists don't yet show much interest in visiting these areas. My effort is to reveal to the world these hidden forests located in the northeastern region of Sri Lanka. Today's adventure takes us along the majestic Weheragala Rocky Outcrope, a rugged extension that stretches northwest from Jayanthiya Rocky Outcrope, which we journeyed across in our previous introduction video. For this leg of the expedition, I've moved a few kilometers northwest from our last adventure location. This journey is a military-style movement from point to point. These points are located on two small rocky mountainous that I have chosen by map. At the end, our journey concludes at the Rock Mountain, where the Weheragala Buddhist monastery is located. Our trail begins at the edge of the forest, starting from a local farmer's plantation, and winds its way alongside with the serene banks of the reservoir.
Hunters set their traps along this lowland. So to keep our safety, we need to shift to the high ground.
At the beginning of my journey, I encountered ground that had been dug up by a wild boar searching for food. The sunlight falling on the parched zone allows only a few animals to dig through the dried soil layer, elephants, boars and pangolins being the main ones. With morning vigor accompanying me, I was able to actively make my way up to the highland at the start of my journey. There are several things I hope to achieve by entering this highland. Finding my path easily is the first priority. The second is protection from dangers and gaining a proper understanding of the environmental changes. These are some of the benefits I gain from traversing this terrain. After about 100 minutes of walking, I was able to reach my first landmark, which was truly a joyful moment for me.
Yeah! I'm very tired of heat of the sun and dehydration. Soon we will be able to go for this temple. There's a pelican nest. You can see the warming pelican to the sky. They're nesting around this river,
However, the rapid pace and the intense sun rays had left me exhausted. Although it was still morning, in the dry zone, the sun becomes fierce just hours after rising. This caused the water in my body to evaporate into the atmosphere. I adjusted my bearings toward our final stopping point and resumed my journey.
There are many species in this area, but significantly porcupines are the most widely spread species. This could be a porcupine work, but he dig very deeply to find some roots or ribosomes. I'm very tired of journey of 3 hours now. I have no food, I have no water. Tropical sun dried me like a dry fish. Because of the dehydration, I got suffered from the urine burn. Now I need to find some water. The only water, if I don't find it soon, I will be suffer from urine burn. Let's go through this high density vegetation. I think luck will be with me. I think luck will be with me.
I realized I couldn't continue this journey any further when I felt signs of dehydration. My eyes were swelling and my lips and mouth had dried out. Abandoning my exploration, I began searching for water. The burning April sun began to dehydrate me as soon as morning shifted to midday. Water is extremely scarce in this dry region. There's evidence that rain fell here 2 or 3 days ago. Now finding a water source has become my absolute priority. I decided to postpone reaching the next point and began searching for water. On this rocky terrain with multiple geological marks, there might be natural pools or water holes formed in this bedrock. I continued moving forward in search of these. In this tropical, dry, mixed evergreen forest, the main challenge for travelers is finding water. While someone can survive without food for several days, but under the April's intense sunlight, you cannot live even a few hours without water. During my earlier check of the highland, I had noticed several small rocky hills nearby. I changed my course slightly and began stepping toward them. I knew from experience that while soil absorbs water, the cavities in rock formations can retain water for long periods. After great effort, I was able to reach the rock formation. Finding a small pool of water that could quench my thirst was truly a cause for joy. With enough water to restore my body to its normal state, I resumed my journey again.
This is not a good fruit, but journey like this, these are very sufficient for our hunger and get rid of starving.
After travelling a bit further, I came across several varieties of exquisite forest fruits. To me, who was hungry, these were like nectar of the gods.
Hunger. These are locally growing fruit local calls it araminia. It's a sweet fruit with some sour, but it's good. Doing like this, these are our nectar. Now I have a clear path. I think this path will go directly to the monastery. Now I feel safe right now. This forest is almost never been exposed to the world. It's my pleasure to reveal this into the world.
Although this forest spans only a few square kilometers, it contains an abundant ecosystem with animals such as deer, sandbars, wild boars, porcupines, rabbits, golden jackals, and land predators. The forest also serves as a nesting ground for migratory birds that come to Jayanthiya Reservoir, especially spotted-billed pelicans.
This is the massive Weheragala Rock. End of my journey.